So your Wi-Fi is acting up again, right? Your first instinct is probably to throw money at the problem, maybe buy a new router. But hold on. What if I told you the absolute best way to fix it costs nothing? Yep, today we're going to dive into the invisible but powerful world of wireless channel selection and optimization. All right, just so you know where we're coming from, this is part 6 of a fantastic 10-part tutorial from the folks at RFI Detectives, a part of the Virtualization Options LLC family. We're digging right into their guide on radio frequency interference, and we're really going to focus on their strategies for mastering those crowded airwaves.
Okay, so let's get right to it. The fundamental fix. When your internet just crawls, it's so easy to point the finger at your router or your laptop, right? But more often than not, the real problem isn't your gear. It's actually an invisible traffic jam happening in the air all around you.
I mean, does this sound familiar? You've got the latest and greatest phone, a brand new router, you're paying for that super fast internet, and your video call still freezes up. Ugh, it's maddening. That's the exact frustration we're going to unpack today. And the answer? It's hiding right there in the air. And boom, here it is. This quote really gets to the core of it. The fix isn't about shelling out more cash for fancy hardware. Nope. Your most powerful weapon is knowledge. Just choosing the right wireless channel. That's it. It's the most basic, fundamental way to cut through all that noise and get the performance you're paying for. Okay, so how do we actually do that? It's not like you just pick a number and hope for the best. There's a real strategy to it, a process for taming the airwaves. Let's walk through the 3 key steps to taking back control. So here's the game plan in 3 parts. First, you gotta understand channel overlap. That's basically how signals can bleed into each other and cause chaos. Second, you assess what's going on right now. Use a tool to peek at the airwaves and see which channels are totally jam-packed with your neighbor's Wi-Fi. And then, the finale. You strategically move your own network to the quietest, cleanest channel available. Simple as that. Now, this is crucial. It is not a one-size-fits-all deal. Think of the 2.4 gigahertz band like a cozy little town with only 3 main roads. It gets congested really, really fast. The 5 gigahertz band, that's more like a sprawling city with a massive highway system, way more lanes, but you still got to know which ones to take. Each one demands a totally different strategy. So why should you care about all this? Well, because if you think things are crowded now, just you wait. We are on the verge of an absolute explosion of Internet of Things devices, all those smart gadgets. And that means managing these channels is about to go from being a neat trick to an absolutely essential skill. I mean, just look at your desk right now. You probably have a laptop, a phone, maybe a wireless mouse, headphones. This is just the beginning. Every single one of those things is fighting for a slice of the airwaves. Now just imagine that level of competition, but in your entire house, your office, your city. It's gonna get wild. And it's not just more Wi-Fi. We're talking about a whole symphony of different wireless languages all talking at once. You've got your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, sure, but then there's Zigbee and Thread for all your smart home stuff, LoRaWAN for long-range things, and new protocols are popping up constantly. Each one is like a different instrument, playing its own tune, and sometimes they just don't sound good together. And here's a little twist for you. You know this trend called edge computing? The whole idea is to make things faster by having devices do the thinking locally instead of sending data to the cloud. Well, ironically, that actually makes this whole radio congestion thing worse for us. It means even more smart devices are chattering away right here in our immediate vicinity, adding to that local RF traffic jam. Okay, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is our devices are getting smarter. They actually have some really sophisticated tools built right in to help manage all this chaos automatically. Let's take a look at a couple of the key technologies that are fighting this battle for us behind the scenes.
First, there's something called adaptive frequency hopping, or AFH. This is a super smart feature in Bluetooth. The best way to think about it is like a GPS for your data. It sees a traffic jam on one channel and instantly it reroutes your connection down a clear, open side street. It's constantly scanning and hopping away from interference before you even notice it. Then you've got this really clever feature in Wi-Fi 6 called BSS coloring. Okay, picture a super crowded party with lots of different conversations happening. BSS coloring is like giving each conversation group a different colored t-shirt. Your devices can then be told, hey, only listen to the people in the blue shirts. They can completely ignore all the other chatter, even if it's right next to them on the same frequency. It's an ingenious way to let multiple networks share the same space without everyone just shouting over each other. So, there you have it. We've kind of pulled back the curtain and made the invisible visible.
You now know about the hidden traffic jams in the air. You understand the difference between the 2.4 and 5 gigahertz highways, and you've even met the smart tech that's trying to direct traffic. And this isn't just some abstract concept, it's happening in your house, in your office, right this second. So the real question is, now that you can see the invisible traffic, what are you going to do about it?